Hello everyone. Before we go to the video, let me quickly show you what will be happening. We will be creating a Python script and configuring everything with the OpenAI platform to interact with AI models from OpenAI and use it in the command line. Let's go!
Jungle and Python, JavaScript, tutorials for Jamie, this is Silver.
What the fuck, HTML?
There's only C.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Python video. Today let's take a look on how to use the OpenAI API with Python. So I'm gonna leave this link in the description in case you want to follow from there. You are super welcome. Let's start by taking a look on some concepts and the pricing of this service. So a token, you can think of a token as if it would be a word, but not 100% exactly, because sometimes words will split and one single word could represent two tokens. So you can think about a token as if it would be a small text unit. It's used by the model to process and generate language. That's it. It's that simple. It's sort of a word, and then the pricing is closely related to tokens. So let's start by taking a look on what models are available from OpenAI. We have GPT 5.1, it's the latest one. GPT-5, GPT-5 Mini, Nano, you can scroll down and you can see that there are different prices. So GPT-5 will cost $1.25 per input and for output $10. And I will explain you more in detail what does this mean. But if you take a look on the difference when you come to GPT-5 Nano, it only costs 0.05 per input and $0.4 per output. Now, how can we have a sense, a more real sense of this? Let's take a look on this example as if the input that we are sending to the model would be write a short poem about the ocean. Now, we can estimate this to be around 8 tokens, more or less, it's an estimation. It has 7 words, so we could break it down into 8 tokens. And let's imagine that the output would be a response with the ocean whispers softly under the moonlight. And let's estimate this to be 10 tokens. Now, these prices in here are per 1 million of tokens. Okay? So you have the input, which refers to your question or your input text. The cached input, it would be more like a previously asked question or previously input that the model is already aware of, let's say, and the output. Now the output refers to the response of the model. So in this case would be this one. Now to estimate the pricing, say that we are using GPT-5 Nano and the input is 5 cents per 1 million of tokens. So you multiply 8 tokens, the number of input tokens, per 5 cents and divide that per 1 million because this price is per 1 million of tokens. So it's going to cost you this. It's 0.0004. The same thing for the output, but this time we have 10 tokens and the output price for GPT-5 Nano is 0.4 dollars. So same rule applies. 10 times 0.4 divided by 1 million, you get this value. Now you would sum both of these values and you get this, which looks quite cheap, and it is, but you need to keep in mind, if your input grows and grows, this value will also grow and grow. It's not that hard to make it grow. When you start having, instead of a simple question, a conversation, your input will have the whole conversation in it. So it's definitely not going to be just 8 tokens. That's it for the pricing. I thought it would be important for your plans. So now let's carry on with the installation. Pip install OpenAI. So let's go to the command line and paste that. I already have it. It's not gonna do anything for me. And actually something happened. Let's say. Anyway, the next thing that we need to do is to create an OpenAI account. And now I will be explaining you about the payment plan. How does this work? So let's go to platform.openai.com. Alright, so when you log in into OpenAI platform, you're gonna see something like this. Let's start building in here. An organization name. I'm going to go with JBDC Silva. What best describes you, pick something for you, and create organization. Let's go with it. Invite your team. I'll invite my team later. API key name. Let's make this Python and generate API key. So it was this straightforward. You can already purchase credits. I'll buy credits later because I already have them in my other account. Alright, that's the process. Let me explain you quickly how would you go through this process if it wasn't the first time. You can go to the cogwheel and your API keys are going to be in here, and the billing, you can add payment details, it's in here. So if you would like to purchase more credits, you would go to billing. That's it for the OpenAI platform. Make sure you save your API key, and I'm already gonna leave that platform because all we need is the API key. So both of these topics are done, and let's go to a Python script. So I'm gonna move this window to my other screen. Let's create a Python script now. We can name it OpenAI test. Don't just name it OpenAI. It's going to create a conflict. And let's open that with the text editor and start by importing from OpenAI import OpenAI. That's good. Second step, let's create a client and say that it's coming from OpenAI and pass in the API key argument. Now this is where you put your key. Let me get mine from here, and it's just a matter of pasting it in as a string. Next step, let's create a variable named response to hold the response and say that it's coming from client dot chat completions dot create, and in here we're gonna pass two arguments, model, and this will vary according to the model that you pick. I'm gonna go with GPT-5 Nano for the example, and the second argument is going to be messages. Okay, so messages is a Python list with Python dictionaries inside. Now we're gonna keep it simple and create a Python dictionary with two keys. One is role, and we're gonna say that the role is user. Now in the future you'll come across other type of roles such as system and assistant. So you can think of this as the user is asking, or the assistant already knows that the chat should have these features and this training, and the system a previous response from the chat. So let's continue and define the content to be, for instance, write a poem about the ocean. That's good for the Python, and now it's a matter of printing the response. We can get it from response.choice. Choice is a list. Get the first item and get the message dot content. That's it from the Python. This can get more complex, specifically when you have multiple messages. You can say that it easily grows the input and therefore the costs of your service. But for now, it's just for the tutorial. Let's keep it simple and try this in the command line. So let's run this with Python, OpenAI test.py. Oh, I have a typo. It's choices and not choice. And there you go, a short poem about the ocean. That's it for this video. Let me know if there's something that you still want to know about. I hope it was valuable for you. Thank you so much for the support that I've been getting, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!